Assalamu alaikum dear students. I hope you are well by the grace of Allah with your friends and families. Welcome to our today's online class. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. This is Sifat Ferdousi Shawn, lecturer, Department of Biology, Milestone College, Uttara, Dhaka. Today, I will discuss about mitochondria from chapter 1. Let's start our today's class. What we will be learn from our today's lesson. What is mitochondria? Why mitochondria is called powerhouse of the cell? Discovery and naming, origin and number, structure of mitochondria, function of mitochondria, and identifying figure of mitochondria. Here you can see this is the mitochondria and this is the GIF actually. So, mitochondria is an important organelle in the eukaryotic cell. Energy for all the biological functions of cell are produced here. That's why mitochondria is called powerhouse of a cell. The cellular organelles, which is composed of a bilayer membrane with limited cytoplasm, where Krebs cycle, electron transport system, etc. occur and produce energy, is called mitochondria. Discovery and naming. In 1850, scientist Kolliker discovered different shaped organelle in the cytoplasm by electron microscope. Walter Fleming discovered filamentous mitochondria in the cell and named it as phyla. Altman in 1890 named mitochondria as bioplast. Carl Benda in 1897 named as mitochondria. 20% of the total volume cell is the mitochondria. Origin. Their number is increased by division. The single mitochondria present in a cell divides parallel with cell division. And then number. Generally, there are 300 to 400 mitochondria on an average cell. In case of liver cell, it contains more than 1000 mitochondria. Their presence in amoeba. I will draw a mitochondria and I will describe about this physical structure of mitochondria. You also draw with me. So, now I will draw a outer layer of mitochondria. This is the outer layer of mitochondria. This is the outer layer of mitochondria. We know that each mitochondria is formed of two membrane of lipoprotein bilayer, and this is the outer layer and this outer layer is, so this is the outer membrane. Now I will draw inner membrane. The inner membrane have some foldings. So, this is the inner membrane of mitochondria. This is the inner membrane, and this inner membrane is not smooth. It has some foldings. It forms like finger-like projection. This finger-like projection, that means these foldings are called cristae. Now this is the space between the outer layer and inner layer is called intermembrane space, and I just dot like structure give this, and this is the and space between outer membrane and inner membrane is called intermembrane space. This is the intermembrane space, and this inner side is some fluid-like substance are present. This inner side of the mitochondria, and this side is called matrix. This inner membrane have some round shape structure. This is called you can give this, I just give some round like structure. So cristae or mitochondrial cristae have some round like structure, and this round like structure is called ATP synthesis. That means here ATP is synthesized. So then in the matrix of mitochondria, mitochondria have circular DNA. This is the mitochondrial DNA. So this mitochondrial DNA is circular mitochondrial DNA. So circular mitochondrial DNA, and mitochondria have also its ribosome. This ribosome is 70S types of ribosome. So this is the ribosome of mitochondria, which is like 70S type of ribosome, and another here some phosphate granules also present. We can say this is the phosphate granules. So after that, and I can give this some dot like structure. This is the matrix actually. So figure, of course you have to write under the figure what is it. So this is the mitochondria. I hope you can draw this mitochondria. I would like to explain again. Mitochondria has two layers, which is lipoprotein bilayer. One is outer layer and another is inner layer, that is called inner membrane. So between the space between outer membrane and inner membrane is called intermembrane space. Outer membrane is smooth and this inner membrane is not smooth, and it have some foldings it's create like finger-like projection. This projection is called cristae. Cristae have some round body structure that is called ATP synthesis, where ATP is synthesized. This ATP synthesis actually two types. One is stalked and another is sessile. Stalked means when ATP synthesis have this kind of structure, that means this is the head and this is the stalk and this is the paste. This type of ATP synthesis is called stalk types of ATP synthesis and another is sessile types of ATP synthesis. And mitochondria has own DNA, that is circular types of DNA, and mitochondria also have its own ribosome, that is 70S types of ribosome. So dear students, I think you can understand the structure of mitochondria. Until now you saw how to draw a mitochondria and physical structure of mitochondria. Now I will tell you about chemical structure of mitochondria. 65% dry weight of mitochondria is protein, 29% glycerides, 4% lecithin and cephalin, and 2% cholesterol. The matrix of mitochondria contains vitamin E. Functions of mitochondria: helps in protein synthesis and lipid metabolism, helps in active transport of calcium ion and potassium ion, helps in formation of sperm and ovum. Mitochondria control apoptosis, that is programmed cell death, helps in production of blood corpuscles and hormone, helps in blood corpuscles and hormone production. Different cations like calcium ion, sulfate ion, iron ion, manganese ion are stored in mitochondria. Now, this is the homework time. Your homework will be identifying figure of mitochondria. Please submit your homework in your respective subject wise. So dear students, I hope you all understood our today's topics. If you have any query, please ask your subject teacher. Thank you for being with me. Take care. Allah Hafiz.